What was the dumbest thing you ever did to try and impress a girl or guy? My senior year of HS, I told one of my best friends, who was also this sweet, beautiful, very in shape, football playing boy, to throw the football as high as he possibly could and I would catch it, you know, to impress him and make him realize I was the girl of his dreams. He threw it high. I did not catch it. I did fracture my pointer finger when it bounced off my hands. Had to wear a friggin' finger cast to school for a few weeks and go to physical therapy for my finger. He felt terrible. I felt like an idiot. He did buy me sorry flowers though, so that was nice. People at school thought my finger brace was hilarious, since I was constantly walking around giving a number one hand gesture due to the brace. Everyone at school started giving me the number one gesture when I walked by them. Good times. This past year I threw a fairly large college house party just so the guy I liked could attend. I didn't want to show him too much favoritism, so I tried to run around and talk to everyone as I was the main host. Luckily my best friend kept him company and acted as my faithful wing woman. The night ended with me and my crush talking outside, getting closer and closer, until he asked me if I threw the party for him. Even being drunk didn't soften the blow of straight awkwardness. I tried to laugh it off and deflect, but I'm a terrible actor, lol. Looking back, it was kind of obvious the entire party was an excuse to see him, and I now understand why I liked reading The Great Gatsby so much in high school. Can't locate the post, but on a similar post a guy commented that in elementary school he liked a girl with glasses and didn't want her to feel like an outcast, so he would come home from school every day and stare right into a light bulb to try to damage his eyes and need glasses. Signed up for a French class in high school because a girl I like was in one. Turns out she was into me too, but my dumbass signed up for French 1 when she was already in it, and the following year she was in French 2 and I was sitting all alone in French 1 in a class I didn't care about. I lied and said I had experience in journalism because I didn't think we'd have anything except a brief encounter when I'd actually only taken one class in college. Our first date he took me with to report on a local clash between police and citizens, and I got tear gassed and robbed. Getting up from the bleachers to play dodgeball, I tried to pull my sweatpants off while yelling "let's do this." Ended up yanking off everything, boxers and all. In elementary school, when I walked by this girl I liked, I would pretend to chew gum and crack my knuckles cause I thought it looked cool. Jesus. Posted this before, but here you go. My time at church camp when I was in 6th grade, my parents talked me into going to a week-long church camp I knew of, but didn't know personally any of the kids going. But they sold me that everyone would praise Jesus, ride horses, and have a good time. I decided to go. It was like a 6-hour drive in one of those big white vans. Quickly everyone started whipping out their CD cases and exchanging music, and I instantly was like duck. I only had 2 CDs, Britney Spears' Baby One More Time and Everclear. I was a really weird kid. Everyone was trying to talk to me about music, and I had honestly never heard of any of the bands they were talking about. I just wanted to jam some Britney to myself. So naturally, I went the elitist route. Said I had all of that music, and I was listening to some new underground private shit they hadn't heard of. Once we get to camp, all I'm thinking is let's find some friends quick, because I can't talk to these kids anymore. I go to the pool and make some friends with a few older kids. There were 3 girls, 2 guys, and me. They were all in 8th grade, so obviously they were really cool. Plus, I thought the girls were really hot. I figured this would be the best time, if any, to get my first kiss. We decided to leave the pool and walk around the camp till we all had to have a group meetup. The cabins were separated by grades, so they said they would walk by the 6th grade cabin and pick me up. First thing I do is put on my freshest outfit. Great time to break out my fresh white t-shirt. Can't forget my Jane shorts. This was pre-faded denim, so this was the industrial bright blue Jane shorts. It's summer in Texas, so I might as well top the outfit off with knee-high white socks. And, of course, for the bitches, Doc Martens. I looked like a weird redneck lumberjack. So I walk out, and they're kind of like WTF. But whatever. It's kiss time. We start walking, and one of the older guys farts and all the girls laugh. Boom. Found my friend Travis, and I have been making fart jokes for quite some time, so I'm up to speed on this area of humor. Bam. The other guy farts and all the girls laugh even harder. Got him. Now I'm thinking all I have to do is drop the biggest fart, and literally the girls are going to laugh so hard they're going to each kiss me one by one. I start clenching and squeezing my stomach as hard as I can. I'm walking like a newborn deer. Then I feel it. Got a big one ready. So, instead of just dropping it out and laughing, I wanted to make a big show about it. I run in front of the small group, squat down, turn just my head around, and forcefully shit myself. This was loud diarrhea. If you didn't know this before, early 90s denim was the least forgiving fabric in the world. Everyone knew I shit. It's running down my leg, being soaked up by my knee-high socks. Instantly, I just react and start running, kicking up shit like mud off a truck. I've never been to this camp before, so I'm just running for anything. I find a bathroom, toss the socks, boxers, shirt, but I couldn't drop the jorts. I can't just walk across the church camp naked. Plus at this point I'm thinking maybe they didn't really see it. I was really confident in my speed at the time, so I was thinking I could say that's my thing. I drop giant farts and run before the smell catches me. Come to find out, not only were the 5 people I shit in front of outside the bathroom waiting for me, but there were like 25 kids. Instantly, I just ran in my docs and jorts combo back to the cabin I was staying in with the other kids chasing me and yelling shit pantsy run to my bed to find all the music nerds I drove up with going through my CD case. It only has the 2 CDs. They're like WTF. Thought you had tons of secret music, bro. Wait, did you shit your pants? So yeah, that was about 4 hours into a week-long trip. I really thought farting would impress these girls. I lost my favorite pair of jorts and a bit of my pride that day. I was the first high schooler she knew who got my license. I drove us to hang out with friends of hers, mostly guy friends. I guess she was trying to date one of them. I've posted this before but still funny to me. Dating a gymnast in high school. We go to a park and I see parallel bars that are designed for stretching, but I'm convinced I can do a handstand on them because I'm awesome. She keeps insisting they are too far apart, but I don't listen. Attempt said handstand. They were indeed too far apart, so I collapsed down, jamming my chest past my hands and strain/tear all the ligaments holding my chest muscles to my breastbone. Good times were not had later, or for a long while after. I tried to jump through a swing. The plan was to go head first through, do a somersault on the other side, and look super cool. I smoked my face on the wooden seat. I intentionally threw multiple games of Uno to let a girl think she was amazing at the game. I memorized the complete poetical works of Robert Frost. Took my friend to the driving range and she asked if her insanely hot friend could come as well. Said friend mentions she's never hit a golf ball before, so I'm thinking jackpot, I've got a way into talking to this girl and an excuse to ask her back out one-on-one if that goes well. Get to the range, hit a couple of warm-up shots while she's getting her clubs rented, and she takes the spot next to me. Decide really crush this ball to impress her and give the swing everything I've got. Missed the ball and clipped the ground and broke the club right off the pole. It proceeds to bounce back and smack me in the face and give me a solid shiner all while she's watching. Edit. Wow, thanks for the silver. Did a backflip from a tree about 5 feet up. Landed it, but the ground was slippery and I used my hands to catch me falling backwards and broke my wrist. 10th grade me. You were a ducking moron. I mean, landing it at all is still pretty badass though. If you put a strike anywhere match into a straw and blowed at it onto the sidewalk, it makes a pop and lights where it hits. So I fired them all around my crush's feet. It scared her and my plan failed, lol. Got a tattoo to impress a girl in my psych class. It did nothing, and now I have a piece of shit piece by a guy named Philly Steve on my leg forever. Call me if you see this. Ashley. Not really dumb, but kinda funny to look back on now. I wasn't good at sports, but I was fairly quick. So I joined the track team to impress a girl. Turns out the girl wasn't impressed by runners, but I did end up going to state in the 100 meters dash and placing second. Edit. I also ended up getting a scholarship for track, so it was sort of a win, I guess. I just realized my entire school choice / career path has been a result of trying to impress a girl. Edit 2. For those asking, my best time in the 100 meters was 10:81. Told some girl I liked in 7th grade that a kid pushed me down the bleachers to elicit sympathy. The kicker is that she was there when it would have happened. She did not believe me, LMAO. Also the same girl I asked out while knowing she had a boyfriend. I was a dumbest 12-year-old. Drove from Virginia to New York to pick her up from an airport in New York, which was about an hour from where she went to school. But it worked, so that was okay. Edited for clarity. Learned how to rap Crack a Bottle by Eminem. When I showed him I could, he only knew the clean version and I knew the actual dirty version. How was this delivered? Did you just go up to him and start rapping at him, or did you wait for an opportunity? I can't imagine what this kind of opportunity looks like. When he came and picked me up, he played It BC, it's his favorite song. That's how I was able to show him. I don't think he even told me or looked impressed, lol. Kept telling me I was saying the wrong lyrics when it was supposed to be the clean version. Apostrophe. Sat through a marathon of the first 4 Twilight movies. Got into a downhill snowball fight while skiing at 30 miles per hour. Hit some ice and shattered my tibia. Take up smoking in high school. Didn't get the guy, and it took 15 years for me to quit smoking. Haven't been a smoker for almost 7 years now. Quitting smoking was one of the hardest things I have done. Learned all the words to Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back. Ran into a busy road and picked up a hedgehog. Wasn't run over, but my hand stung for a week. I'm imagining a scene in which your love interest glides silently past you as the popular kid at school arrives and puts their hand around their shoulder. They walk away laughing about some hilarious joke they share whilst you stand silently holding a hedgehog with stinging hands. It then starts to rain. I won a Fear Factor contest at a local festival completely randomly. She dared me to sign up, and I did it on a whim. When I was 15, I dropped a heavy book on my head. It was this old dictionary, a single volume that was easily 8 thick and probably weighed 15 lbs. I laid down on the floor, held it over my head with my arms fully extended, and dropped it the foot and a half right onto my forehead. I guess I thought it would show how tough I was. I was not tough. It sorta worked because I dated her until freshman year of college. But that was likely in spite of my actions and not because of them. I wore her super small hoodie a whole school day that also had a really strong perfume smell. Even got genuinely pissed at my friend when he jokingly tried to take it from me. Tried to backflip from a 5 meters diving board. There was no flipping involved. Just me falling on my back into a pool from 5 meters high. Shit didn't feel good. Don't know which one was more bruised, my back or my ego. Well, when I first got with my now husband, I wanted a change, so I dyed my hair jet black. I'm very white. I don't ducking know why, but I use the boxed dye on my eyebrows too. I looked like a ducking freak, and I thought it was so cute, and he'd love it. What the duck is wrong with me? I was alone in a park in front of my house. I was standing by the monkey bus just fooling around. I was around 10 at the time. I see a group of around 5 girls cycling towards me, all about 16 years old. Thinking I can impress them, I jump on the monkey bar, still looking at them to show off. Turns out, completely missed the bars. Fell from a 6 feet wooden playground flat on the face. Teeth trough my lip. Crying and everything. They ran over. asked me where I lived and carried me home. They were really sweet about it, but it was pretty embarrassing for me. Edit. Holy shit, this blew up. Thanks for all your upvotes and funny comments. Also, I took more girls home when I was 10 as opposed to now 10 years later. Time to swing on the monkey bars in my gym. Dude took 5 older ladies home. Legend. I tried to do a front flip off a trampoline and land on the ground on my feet, but ended up doing 5 front flips and landing on my face. Embarrassing to admit, but the only time I truly tried to impress a girl was in primary school, when I was about 10 or 11. I would swear, when she was near and always gave the impression I didn't give a duck. Backfired though. She just ended up thinking I had anger and behavioral issues. Stabbed my leg with a kitchen knife. I was abroad in Dominican Republic. They had a dance competition on a stage. Anyone could enter, and it had around 200 people watching. I was about 9 to 10 and spotted a cute girl who must have been around 14 to 15. So obviously I decided the best way to get her attention was to get up on stage and dance my heart out. Cue 3 minutes of awkward shuffling, while maintaining constant eye contact with that girl, and horrified/queasy looks from my parents. The coordinator cut me off early by pretending the speaker stopped working. I got a pity clap. Tried to raise a scooter down the steepest hill around. Crashed into the back of a funeral hearse and shattered the back window. There was a body inside, and the family was outside waiting to either go to the cemetery or take the coffin inside. I got up, covered in blood and glass, grabbed my scooter, and hobbled away to the nearest alleyway. I tried to do a backflip. I've never actually done a backflip before. Not even on a trampoline. I actually would up just jumping backwards and hitting my head hella hard on the ground. And then I woke up and threw up a bunch. If she ever had a thing for me, which all my friends said she did, it was gone that day. Edit. For everyone worried, I did wind up going to a doctor. He said I was an idiot, but that it was a minor concussion and not to worry unless more symptoms started happening, which they didn't. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.